Hi, I'm Kep Kepner, CPA here in Dallas. Let's talk about some of the advantages for an LLC. The first of those is limited liability protection. It's easy to find things on the internet about why you should be an LLC. One of those is limited liability protection. But the reality is, if you've got a bank loan, you're going to have to guarantee it. If you have an American Express credit card, you're going to have to guarantee that. If you're going to buy a car, you're going to have to guarantee the note. If you're going to have a rent house that you own and you put it in an LLC, I'm sorry, that mortgage, you're going to have a mortgage that's on that house, and you may not have a guarantee in that case, so that might be good for you. But you have to understand what kind of limited liability you're having. The reality is we protect ourselves in liabilities from three ways: knowing who you do business with, number two, having a structure like an LLC, and the third way is with insurance. Many of us in business can't know who we're doing business with until we find out that they're not the kind of person that we thought. So we very often have insurance, and we put our entities, blah, blah, blah. Let me back up. So there are three ways we protect ourselves from liability as business owners. One is by insurance. A second is by having a structure like a limited liability company. And the third is to know who you do business with. For many of us, we may not know who we're doing business with until they act like that's not coming out right. So, hello. We'll try that one more time. Okay, I guess because I don't want to say the word screw, but I'm going to say it. So that's the only way. Okay, so as business owners, we generally protect ourselves from liability in three ways. One is we have a structure, whether it's an LLC, a corp, an S corp, a limited partnership. That's one way. Another way is to have insurance. So we can have insurance to protect us. A third way is to know who you're doing business with. Sometimes as a business owner, you don't really know who you're doing business with until they try to screw you. And by then it may be too late. So you have to be aware of what kind of liabilities you're going to protect against. And an LLC might be one of those elements. A second benefit of an LLC is the pass-through nature of the profits and losses. The entity itself does not pay tax. It passes through the profit and loss to the owners. And that can be passed through in a variety of ways depending on the LLC operating agreement. So it's a really good advantage in that the entity itself doesn't owe tax. A third benefit of an LLC is flexibility. You know, with an S corp, if you're a 10% owner, you get 10% of the taxable income. If you're an LLC, you can have a complex structure with different kinds of owners, with different percentages of profits, having various kinds of tax attributes spun off to certain investors while not being available to others, all using an LLC. That's why you often find complicated oil and gas and real estate ventures covered by an LLC because they're more complex. And so that's another benefit of an LLC. We'll talk more about it later. If you need help, give us a call.